Well, hello everybody. Here we are again. Whew. What is this, like day 20, 19? Who knows. When you're having fun, it all runs together, right? So here's my jar, of course. Now, I will say, this jar right here, that jar belonged to me. The yarn inside I purchased. So when you go to Aberdeen Wool, don't expect to see this big jar. They have a smaller jar with 40 mini skeins in it. Okay? So don't go thinking you're going to get this big jar. This big jar was mine. I bought the jar kit and 3 refills for the jar. That's what all went into here. Okay? So, I don't want you thinking, was that just a special? No. This jar belongs to Russ. I'm sorry. It's like, I said it once before. It's a 2.5 gallon. It's a 2.5 gallon jar. One year for Christmas, a few years ago, I asked Kevin's brother. I told him, I said, I don't care where it's from, but I want a big, big jar. I want a big jar with a lid. So this is what he got me. And I had it sitting around because what I wanted to use it for, I never got around to it. So it's like, when I had all those minis, it's like, the light bulb clicked. So, I put all my minis in here. So, that's the story of this big jar. So, just don't go to Aberdeen Wool and like, where's the big jar? Because they never had it to begin with. But we are going to mix these up a little bit. The best I can until this jar gets... until this jar starts to get a little empty. But I'm just trying to get some of these mixed around here. Let's see. And... woo! There we go. That's the first color. Now, let's see what's down in here. Let's go with you. Uh-oh. We have another blue. We have another blue. So, we're starting to make some room. There was 160. There was 160 of those crammed into this jar. Yes. So, this was our first one. That was our first. This was our second. So, I am going to pause this video and get these wound up. And I will be back. And we'll start crocheting and... hard telling what I'm going to talk about today. But I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. And here's our first color. And underneath, dig, 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 way down underneath, we have our other color. So, we are all set. And boy, is our blanket getting big, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that just wonderful? I am very happy with it. Whoo! So, it starts my weekend. My weekend officially starts today. I don't... Well, come here, honey. Well, come here, big girl. Come here. Come here. Oh, my goodness. Look who wanted to come visit. Aw, my Dad's baby girl. You Dad's baby girl, huh? Yeah, you's Dad's baby girl, aren't you? Is it raining outside? Is it raining outside? Dad loves you. Dad loves you. But Daddy's got a video to do, honey. Yeah, go find Junior. Go find... No, I can't pet you right. I can't pet her right now. I'm sorry. So, she's just in a loving mood today. Oh my goodness. Oh, seems so good to be home from work, knowing I don't have to go back until Sunday night. Sunday night. It's raining out, it's dark, it's gloomy, but it is 40 degrees, so it's not all that bad, but it's one of those, I want to sing in the rain. No, I'm not going to do that. I will spare you all. Oh, goodness gracious. I've been, of course, I've been reading the comments, and everybody is, let me know what they're working on, and some of you sent me emails, and I've emailed you back, and I'm hoping everybody, I know at least there was four prizes I gave out during a live, and 3 of them I know have their gift. 1 I will be sending out this weekend because it took me a minute to get her address. But that's okay. I'm not worried. And she's going to get her prize. Everybody that won is going to receive their prize. And so far, everyone has. All except for the one, which I will be putting her box together probably tonight, so we can, so on the, so I can't even talk. It's all running together. So I can get it into the mail. Oh, mercy me. And some of the other comments were, people ordered their refill packs, or people's ordered the jars. I'm not affiliated with Aberdeen wool. I'm not affiliated at all. I just love their yarn. And maybe one of these days, maybe I can get maybe a $5 off code, or percent off code for you guys. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with Aberdeen wool, but I do like their yarn. I love how they dye it. They hand dye, and I love their dye. The brightness of their colors they're just beautiful. And any day now, well, I say any day now, I'm supposed to be getting my box from them, because I ordered 200 more minis for the blanket, because this blanket's going to take a lot. But customs, my biggest hang up is customs, and there is no love lost with me in customs, I tell you. I understand they're doing their job, making sure nothing bad's coming into the country. I get that. But my goodness, when they hold up your package for weeks, it's yarn, for heaven's sake. And they open up the box, they rummage through it. How long does that take? I know they get thousands of packages every day. I get that. I understand that. But, I mean, come on. It shouldn't take that long. But it is what it is. It's not like I'm in a hurry for it. I don't need it yet. I'm not going to need it for probably another month. But it doesn't mean that I want it sitting in customs another month. I can already tell these colors are going to be... It's going to go... Just picking out these colors at random, it is amazing how well they go together. I'm floored by it. It's just like, wow. I figured it was going to look like, but I am shocked it's not. These colors seem to be coming together good, and the way that they're dyed is just color. I mean, color. Oh. One of my subscribers, I believe she lives in Wisconsin. She's getting snow, and we're getting rain. My son lives in Louisiana, and I don't know what it's doing down there. If it's raining, snow, I know it ain't gonna be snowing. And if they do get snow, it's rare. Because he is like 50 miles from New Orleans or something. Narlands, or however they say it. They just, oof. I went down to visit them when they got married. And it's like, huh? What? Hello? Oh, I had a heck of a time. I love the accent. I do. And it's a beautiful state. Me and Kevin had a really good time driving down. And then my grandson. Oh, love that boy. He's a handful. My son, he's like, you spoil him rotten. It's like, no, I don't. I don't spoil him. He goes, Dad, every time he says that he wants something, it shows up 2 days later in Amazon box. Does not mean I had anything to do with that. Just because he tells me what he's wanting and it shows up does not mean I had anything to do with it. It just showed up. You know, be thankful. And as a grandparent, it's my right to if I want to. Is that not right? Now, I know all you grandparents out there. Come on, you have to back me up on this. It's our sworn duty to spoil our grandbabies. And I just tell him I don't know what he's talking about. Amazon sure does make it nice. Did we start the other color? Surely not. We couldn't have started the next color already. No, it was a purplish. I think. I've not been crocheting that long today. I'm just checking. It's like, what's down in here? Hello? Well, maybe we are on the second color already. Holy Hannah. All right, Russ. Go on with your bad self. I'm just a crocheting right along, just a talking and having a good old time. I think today is going to be my cheat day. I think I'm going to eat some stuff that I shouldn't. Just for today. I'll go back on my diet tomorrow. Well, not a diet. Healthy eating. Healthy eating. We got to program this noggin. Don't call it a diet. Call it healthy eating. I'm eating healthier. It's not a diet. I'm not on a diet. I'm eating healthy. Oh, I bet you all would love to take a trip in this mine because it's it's one heck of a ride, I'm telling you. It's more, sometimes I think it's a train wreck. It's like, wow. Some of the things. It's like, really? And I will be, there was a comment left about my hedgehog, Sylvester. Sylvester died, okay? But some people are wanting me to talk about Sylvester. So, I don't know what really to say about him other than I miss him and I would love to have another one, but not right now. But I used to feed him a special cat food. It was $30 a bag, and it was 14 pounds. Yeah, it was like 30. Well, the last bag that I bought, I think, was $35, somewhere right close, because it had to have a certain content. His food had to have a certain content, and then of course he had to have his. I call them bugs, but they're actually mealworms. They're dried mealworms. And boy, when he was young, he would smell them as soon as I put them in his little, because I had two separate bowls. I had one for his food, and then I had one for his snacks, which were his dried mealworms. And So when I used to put those in his cage, he'd come running, his little body just a waddling, running up the ramp, because I had a big cage, and the bottom is where he slept and exercised, because I had this fancy wheel for him, because with his spines all over his body, like a porcupine almost, he couldn't have a hamster wheel. He had to have an open wheel that was like flat but on a slant, and that thing was expensive. And so that was down there, but it had a ramp going up, so where he could drink and eat, and so that way everything stayed separate and easier to clean and maintain. But he always got bottled water. He never got tap water. We have well water, but he never got it. He always got bottled water. Yes, I spoiled him. And when I would give him a bath, I'd fill up the sink. And I bought Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo, the no-tear formula. And I had this little special, it was a special bristle brush that I would use on his body, so that way I could get down into his quills and stuff, and it was soft, of course. And then I would turn him over and I'd scrub his belly and make sure everything there was clean, and then then of course he would swim, and when it was time to get out, I would turn the water on and let the water run over him to make sure that he was totally got all the soap and everything off him. And we would wrap him up in towels so he wouldn't get cold. And we'd clean out his cage, and miss my little guy. Oh, and then, of course, he had a chair. Yes, Russ bought him a chair. He had this special chair. He had this special chair that he could get into and sit. Well, he didn't like the chair. He did not like the chair at all. But miss my little guy. I tell you, if I still had him, if he was still alive, he would be right here with me. That he would. And then Helga, my parrot. I had a parrot named Helga. She was a handful. Oh my gosh, she was a handful. But she, something happened to her. I don't know. She acted almost like she had a stroke. And after that, she didn't live very long. And she had this big old fancy she had this big old fancy cage. I mean, fancy. She could, you open up the door, or I should say open up the doors, and she could come out and climb around. And then on the very top, there was a big old perch with these food cups. Well, like snack cups, because she got spoiled too, because she only got bottled water too. But yeah, and she would fly around a little bit, and she would go upstairs and she'd get on top of the curtains. It's like, Helga, come here. And then all she would do is just tell you, Helga's pretty. Helga's pretty. Yes, you're pretty, but get down. That was before all the cats. Couldn't have a bird now because of the cats. And I couldn't get another hedgehog right now because the Sweet Pea and her babies are still using Sylvester's cage. Hopefully here in another month or so, they can go outside. It's just that we just didn't want them going outside because they didn't have their winter coat. And I'm not going to be mean to an animal. I'm not going to throw them out. Junior, he had his winter coat, but when he got hurt really bad, it's like, no, you ain't going out. You're done. So now he's in the process of losing his winter coat. Sweet Pea's trying to squeeze outside. She's like, I've had enough of this crazy house. Let me out. Oh, goodness. I tell you. Love my babies. Oh, so much to do this weekend. So much to do. I'm sorry, I just rambled on today. It's like, Russ, more crochet, more crochet. Let's talk, more crochet. These people come for your crochet, not to hear you babble. Now we hit the second color. Oh my goodness. I think we are going to have pulled pork today. I do believe. On the countdown boxes, you guys have given me some really, really good ideas. Don't, I'm only going with mine for now. Because this is the first time I've ever did something like that. And I think it's going to be a big undertaking. I have to still get things set up. And a lot of unanswered questions yet. So we will see. But, I always value everyone's suggestion. Because, for this time it might not be suitable. But, maybe down the road. Or I might want to do something mid-year. Everything, the countdown box will be for the end of the year. That's for sure. And there's people in Australia, the Netherlands, and there's people in other countries that, they're interested in a box. Not saying that they're going to buy one. They're just interested. But they need to know some more details. They need to know facts. Well, I got to work on them. I got to work on getting them their information so, you know, they can plan. And then, you know, being in another country, I don't know how long it's going to take for them to get there. You know, is it going to take a month? Is it going to take 2 months? Lord knows. I sent a small box to Africa a couple years ago, and I sent it out in November. She did not get it until like February or March of the following year. It's like, you got to be kidding. So, you know, that's the other thing that I want to take in consideration. It's like, okay, when do I need to mail out other countries' parcels? Because I don't know their, you know, situation. But I'm happily to, you know, send one out. But we just have to know more details. So I've got work to do, and I've got to I got to start pulling the trigger on this other stuff that I've got planned, because, you know, I have to order all this stuff, and, you know, it's got to ship, it's got to get here, and I have to inspect it, because I'm just not going to throw just anything in these boxes. I want it to be quality stuff. And I want it to be fun. I want it to be fun. I don't want anybody to have any regrets. I just want it to be fun. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to start wrapping up. That 30 minutes went by quick, did it not? Mercy sakes. Where did the time fly? Time flies when you're having fun. And I hope everybody's having fun. I know you are, because I read the comments. Everybody's having a good time. And, you know, everybody's working on something. And there's some people that had something in time out that they brought back out, and they work on it just while listening to me. And that is just awesome. And maybe these little 30-minute videos will help you get some of your unfinished whips whipped up and finished. Turn those whips into faux. And yeah. So, you know, as always, I love you guys. And I can't thank you guys enough for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Subscribing if you're not a subscriber always helps. It's always nice. And this is all we got left. That's it. Out of 2 balls. So, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? You guys have a wonderful day, and I love you. Bye.